Assalamualaikum pagi. Saya terpaksa mula dulu ada silap program ini silap sikit tak I only have another one. But I'll be very brief. Saya akan pada saya mesti kata isu ini panas. I think it was made in hot. Jadi isunya tak ada panas apa, tapi dibuat untuk panas. So there's a difference between issue that is betul-betul hot and issue that is dibuat panas. The reason I say this is bila panas kita rasa this issue Allah mengenai Allah bila panas, bila kita rasa panas, was it when we got our independence? It was an issue. Did we rasa panas sebenarnya apa ini dan Sarawak Sabah joined us 1963? Because penggunaan Allah dalam Bible dalam India punya it's been for hundreds of years. We know that. Kita tahu. But it wasn't panas in 57. It wasn't panas in 63. When Mahatma issued the order to allow the Bibles in Bahasa, Al-Kitab, in Bahasa, which you can buy, which you can use in this country. The Gazette in 1982 allows you to read the Bible in Bahasa, Al-Kitab, and the word Allah was there. Did we see anybody being trusted to single angry? Was there any protest by any group? So bila panas, it was panas when the Christian Herald or the Catholic Herald magazine club, in their editorial, they were supporting Percy Red. Remember the Red? And this Herald also, in the editorial, before the Matang Pao by-election, it was also a political commentary in the editorial. Itu rasa panas, mula-mula panas. And that was when the printing division or the department of whatever division, the Ministry of Home Affairs, tulis surat kepada her, give a warning. You better follow the conditions properly or we will suspend it. So the panas is in 2009, 2008, September. That's when one officer, by the name of Chin David, I think, reported stuff, wrote a letter to the Christian Herald, to the Catholic Herald, to the editor. So my question to you is, so of course the Catholic community took the matter to court. You can't blame them for that, because we have laws in this country, we have constitution. Kita boleh bala orang. Tindakan ambil mahkamah, you cannot be about it. You cannot say that this is the order of the Ministry of Home Affairs was not in court. So they went to court, and the judge, Justice, I can't remember her name now. Yeah, gave a very good judgment in my view. She said something about the issue. Is it a religious issue? Or is it a public order issue? If it is a religious issue, then surely what the Sabah, Majlis Agama, the Sabah Majlis Agama bilang, tapi Sabah dan Sarawak tak tersinggung. Yang tersinggung Jakir and the Ministry of Home Affairs. If it is a religious issue, then it's a state issue. Okay, let's say it is not a religious issue. Then what issue? So you have to be clear in your head, in your mind, what is the issue? Is it religion or is it public order issue? If it's a public order issue, it has to be public order because Home Minister is involved. Then what is the issue with the public order issue, what evidence do they have that they should report? So Justice Lau said, there's no evidence of public order issue at all. So it's a public keputusan. Ada arbitrary, whatever provision of the Constitution. and the fact that the Christians have been using this word for hundreds of years. The first Bible was 1733 in Bahasa. The use of Allah. Did anybody protest? You know, you cannot change history by one piece of paper. And that's why, what we learn from this, I just want to add on this issue. So to me, the issue is very clear. There is no issue. Politically, people want to make an issue, we cannot stop that. I think the Raya can understand. What do you learn from this? Is that government and civil servants, and people with authority, when they exercise their power, they can berhati-hati bagaimana. They must know that they don't, just because they think you have the power, you can undo. You cannot undo people's belief. You cannot undo people's religious practice. You cannot undo years of history. You cannot undo the law that you have already passed by our constitution. Just because you don't like something. So now, they are in a phase. Why I say they are in a phase? The case is, apa appeal kan? Ada buat rayuan. Now, that is what is keeping it hot. What the government should have done, if they have a bit of sense, is to say that is the decision of the court, we accept it and we go on. Habislah. Tapi you agree. And you know what is the decision of this appeal? They cannot win either way. You think if the federal court or the court of appeal says you cannot use the word Allah, you think the Christians will follow? Okay, they will lose on that one, right? If their court rules that Justice Lau is correct, dia kata panas tadi, dia kata orang marah. So you might have some people who will be angry too. So I think we should back to the sensible thing. The sensible thing is, look at the mistake. The mistake was that letter in 209. That letter to the herald says, you have breached this condition of the permit, you stop. That letter was unnecessary. And when you made a mistake, you go back to that point, everything is happening. But if you try to take new issues out of it, then I think you are risking this. You're creating a larger, more complicated issue. So I hope, secara ringkas, I know this is supposed to be bahasa, tapi saya campur-campur. Because, biasa, I'm sure it's no problem. Jadi saya harap, let common sense prevail, let good sense prevail. You see, leaders, if you want to, I believe, it's no harm to admit when you're wrong, or when you have exceeded some aspect of the law. The Home Minister should say, if we go back to pre-2009, before Hagat, if we go back to that time, there was no Hagat. Sabah Sarawak never complained. The Muslim, in fact, Nazli said, oh, you can use it in Sabah and Sarawak. You remember that? Itu berarti, if there is one place where it should be Hagat, it should be Sabah Sarawak. But if this is Shah there's Hagat, it's very strange. So that's why I said, we have to come back to common sense, good sense. We cannot run this country based on law and power. You know, jadi kita, as for the rakyat, I believe the rakyat is well briefed on this issue. Adalah kumpulan rakyat yang well briefed. Tapi, terima kasihlah kepada PAS. I was very happy when PAS was very clear on this issue. PAS consulted the ulama. Ulama says you can use it, don't abuse it. That's fine. And I think that is the line.